Rip City, Portland, Oregon, the site for the Timberwolves. The dynamic duo Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert putting on the final touches as they assemble themselves for basketball at Moda Center. Timberwolves, Blazers, up next. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, that'll be their fourth outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Lee out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Edwards in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, here we go. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Holiday out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Avdia in at the 3 spot. Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. Here's Avdia, and he lays it straight in.
They got to have some fight to play in this league. Avdia's showing plenty.
Randall passes to Edwards. Avdia with a defensive effort.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat.
And that one's good. Thybulle.
Well, this shows you that Avdia can do it all, making an effective pass there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Reed with a screen on Avdia. And Edwards with the stuff.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Klingon. After the basket by Minnesota. And stolen by DiVincenzo. To the inside. Here's Randall, and he banks in the layup.
Yes, we've seen the range from Randall, but at his core, he's a big who excels around the hoop.
Edwards against Holiday. Tipped away. Stolen by Avdia. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Back to Holiday. There's a screen by Kamara. And Holiday, here we go. Kamara misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
No good from Lee.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bounce pass, Avdia. Holiday looking over the floor. Portland again missing. Minnesota leading by 3. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's stolen by Thybulle. Holiday up top. Pass to Avdia. 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Kamara. A 3-ball. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Stan Reed is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Naz Reid, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
Outside Holiday. There's a screen by Kamara. Trying to get something going. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves leading by 3. It's stolen by Thibault. Outside Holiday. Pass to Thibault. Shoots the three. Drains the three-pointer. Thibault's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
In the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Trailblazers in second.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Right side, Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. And he's good on the three ball.
Definitely a volume shooter from range. DiVincenzo lurks on the perimeter looking for these openings to strike.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Klingon. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down low. Stolen by Reed. To the paint. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. DiVincenzo against Holiday. Inside, here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 3-point lead. Lee outside, and Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Edwards against Abdia. Down low, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
And now look at the numbers for Edwards. Coming off a terrific season, putting in about 27 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And no secret, he can score the ball. Number 1 on the team last year.
Yeah, they rely on him to be a play creator and terminator. So challenging to plan a defense for him.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
To the middle. And Randall throws it down.
What a well-placed screen by Randall. Not only helping the ball handler, but also making some room for himself.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Drew Holiday. Lillard against DiVincenzo. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Well, that's how you create offense. Lillard with the great setup.
Minnesota leading by 3. Lee outside. Pass to Reed. Edwards looking it over. Lock at 6. Feeds away. Lee, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
Avdia dishes to Lillard. Now Avdia. Takes the 3. Rebound Minnesota. Lee's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
DiVincenzo with the screen on Sharp. There's Lee with the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
You got it, making the commitment. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Robert Williams is checked in for Klingon. Jeremy Grant comes in for Tamani Kamara. And Murray subbed in for Avdia. McDaniels outside. Ingles with a screen on Murray. Pass to Ingles, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Damian Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding, 10th in scoring, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. Trailblazers trail by 3. Grant, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And here is Conley to the paint. A nice shot by McDaniels. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Here's Lillard. It's Clark with the rebound. And Clark has got the ball here for Minnesota. McDaniels with the ball. Williams picks him up. Here's Lillard. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Timberwolves leading by 3. Top of the key, Conley. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Lillard. Conley's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Grant with a screen on Conley. Here's Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Outside Conley. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Just a veteran play by Conley there, giving the D no time to react off the catch.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Lillard. On the money from 12 feet away.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Lillard against Conley. Going inside, and a missed layup. Trailblazers trail by 4. You know, Stan, even at this late stage of his career, Mike Conley brings tremendous value to the team.
He sure does, Kevin. And look, we know this. No one brings more discipline and professionalism on a nightly basis. He keeps this team poised, he keeps his team organized, and he's a great mentor to the young players on this team.
Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Sharp, the pass to Grant. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, Grant has added range, but hasn't lost anything in close.
Here's Conley. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
McDaniels outside. Pass to Clark. Back to McDaniel. Shot clock at 6. Ingles kicks to Clark. And stolen by Sharp. Grant up top. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Grant's got 6 points.
I like wings who can score inside. Grant showing that skill.
Here's McDaniels. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. It's the Trailblazers up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
So on the floor for Minnesota, the big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Then it's Conley. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Shannon in at the 2-guard spot. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Shannon. Back to Randall. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now, Kamara. Grant on the wing. Randall grabs the board. Minnesota shooting reasonably well, 45%. McDaniels outside. 7-foot shot. Randall no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Sharp. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 7. McDaniels outside. Pass to Conley. Shoots over Lillard. Conley's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Conley against Lillard. Now Kamara. Here's Grant, down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't connect with the leaner. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Now let's take a minute to talk to Alan LaForce courtside. Alan.
Thanks, guys. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back over to you, Kevin.
Oh, good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. To team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Henderson to the inside. And it's Clingan with the jam.
You can't teach size, right? Clingan is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Dillingham. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Off target with his three. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Avdia gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Randle outside. And it's blocked. Henderson outside. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Well, for this team, their offense always benefits when Henderson is looking to facilitate. Has his head on a swivel.
Edwards with it. He's got 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That's to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Gobert's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lillard outside. Here's Klingon. Now Henderson. From outside, off the mark. Edwards against Avdia. Here's Tillingham. Clark for 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lillard the pass to Avdia. Klingon the screen for Lillard. Klingon with it. Gobert on him. A nice shot by Klingon.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Klingon when he's that close.
Here's Dillingham. Covered by Lillard. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. They get it back. Outside for Randle. Back to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Here's Tillingham. A three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers leading by 13. And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, team can look to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Williams comes in for Tamani Kamara. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Lillard. Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Dillingham. Now, here's Thybulle. 5 points in the game. Lets the three fly. Here's Klingon. And there's the bucket. Stayed with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Back to Edwards. It's deflected.
Well, you cannot sleep on obvious defense. He'll work hard to try to deny you.
Shoots from the right block. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And checking out the stats for Scoot Henderson. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 12 points per game. 5 assists and 3 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Berenger. 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. And he gets the bucket.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
Yeah, and he also plays with great confidence. Taking a shot there that other guys might have turned down.
Now here is Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. From deep three-point land. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shoots over Henderson. No good from Lee. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Portland. Here's Williams. And Berenger pulls it down.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Thibault. Back to Holiday. Lee against Henderson. Now here's Thibault. They get it again. Down low. Williams.
Well, look, the defense has got to push Williams further away, or he'll do exactly that.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 13-point game. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Pass to Lee. Inside. Juzang passes to Lee, and that one is good. Lee's got 6.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Stolen by Reed. Here's Juzang, defended by Thibault. DiVincenzo against Holiday. Reed misses. Trailblazers leading by 11. In the corner, Henderson with it. Holiday finds Henderson. Back to Holiday. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, that's just fantastic awareness inside by Holiday. I like seeing him attack down there.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to Berenger. Back to DiVincenzo. Lee outside. Reed with a screen on Henderson. Here's Lee outside. Missing that scoring opportunity. Having a bad 3 for 9 shooting night.
Yeah, and they showed effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Stan, offensively, clearly where the Blazers have the most room for growth.
Well, Kevin, better shooting and playmaking first and foremost. But in particular, improving their rates of assists and turnovers will be key.
And that one misses. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Portland. Avdia comes in for Henderson. Good on the second free throw.
Well, for Williams, the most important thing is remaining healthy. because when he does that, he's an impactful player.
Conley, the pass to Lee. It's hauled in by Thibault. Trailblazers leading by 14. Pass to Kamare. Back to Thibault. Now Williams, defended by Gobert. And here's Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. He doesn't hit that one. So it's Minnesota now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now, here's Thibault, covered by Lee. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Team foul. At the line for Portland, Matisse Thybulle.
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
Free throw drops in there for Thibault. And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Ingles with a screen on Holiday. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Breathe is checked in. Grant comes in for Avdia. Sharp's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Outside Conley. Now, here's Ingles. Defense right on him. 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. No good from outside. Here is Lillard. 7 points in the game. Grant outside. Pass to Reef. Here's Kamare. And so it's Portland sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
33. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Nice try. It's all good. Give it up for our participants.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I give credit to their opponent, forcing shooters off their spots, making them uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looks like these guys came in unprepared for that.
And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Portland, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And you know, guys, Donovan Clingan has been really making it happen.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, You can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Holiday out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Avdia into the 3 slot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Holiday against DiVincenzo. Shoots it up. Thybulle can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 14. Over in the corner, Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Denny Avdia picks one up. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a number 1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
That one misses. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Klingon towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Thybulle, the pass to Avdia. There's a screen by Kamara. Avdia kicks to Holiday. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Misses off the right iron.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night. Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you guys.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Blazers getting the bucket. Edwards passes to Randle. Basket counts. And that's now 6 points for Julius Randle.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randle likes to get the ball. And you can see why.
Here's Klingon. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. Timberwolves shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Reed. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. 5th on the list, Donovan Klingon.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Holiday finds Klingon. Avdia, and he drives in. That one falls. Avdia's got 6 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Lee outside. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 15. Here's Thybulle. 7 points in the game. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Edwards. DiVincenzo kicks to Randle. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Avdia. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. Stolen by Reed. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Kamara. Pass to Avdia. To the paint. Stolen by Reed. Down low from close range. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, this is how difficult it is to stop Randall. When he's committed to scoring, sometimes you just have to foul him.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Williams comes in for Tamani Kamara. And Henderson subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Up top, Henderson. Defended by DiVincenzo. Williams dishes to Henderson. Portland needs to get off a shot. Lee with the steal. Over in the corner, Edwards. Edwards drills the 3.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Henderson. Pass to Klingon. Now Avdia. Now here's Williams. Thibault, the pass to Williams. Now Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Portland no good that time either.
Gladness was caused by the defense. They were all over him.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Thibault with the ball. He has 7. Outside Williams. Here's Avdia. The basket is good on the assist from Williams. Avdia's got 9.
Yeah, he is solid from deep. Can't give Avdia too much of a window.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Both teams will make substitutions.
For your Blazer dancers.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Clark outside. Pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. Here's Highland. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 11. Here's Rupert. Love outside. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
And he nails the third.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Highland against Henderson. Pass to Juzang. Inside. Here's Beringer. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Rupert. And here's Love. A three ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Love's got 6 in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Love against Clark. Now here's Gobert. He has 6. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Henderson. Now here's Williams. Defended by Gobert. Williams kicks to Love. Now here's Henderson. This one for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to the right wing. Now Highland. Still scoreless. Juzang can't hit. To the middle. Out to Henderson. Love outside. Portland moving the ball around. Outside Williams. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Juzang. He's guarded by Williams. To the inside. Gobert gets the bucket. Gobert's got 8 points.
Well, it's exactly what Gobert wants offensively. He wants to attack at the closest range possible.
So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a pick.
It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. 5th, the Timberwolves.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Grant on the wing. Ingles covering. Here's Lillard. Gobert with the block.
As intimidating a defensive presence as there is, Gobert could write a book on rim protection.
And finished off by Gobert.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
Lillard against Conley. Grant outside. Clock at 6. Shoots it. That one misses. Good work defensively by Ingles. Conley against Lillard. Conley's shot is off. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Love. And here is Williams. Covered by Conley. Lillard with no one around. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Lillard's got 10.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here is Conley. Here's McDaniels. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in rebounding, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Wesley's checked in. Portland leading by 14.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Lillard outside from deep three-point land. And rebounded by McDaniels.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
McDaniels outside. Back to Gobert. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wesley the pass to Lillard. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Oh, that was something else.
Are you kidding me? Well, you know, Gobert doesn't usually show off much, but that was special.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Lillard surveying the D. Williams a screen on Conley. And it's Lillard missing. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Shannon. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Portland's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Here's Lillard. It's good. Lillard's got 15.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
30 seconds left to play here in the third. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And here's Ingles outside. Trailblazers leading by 13. Driving to the basket. And then Sharpe with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharpe, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Here's Shannon. Launches it. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass. It's right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Minnesota, front court spots filled by Edwards and Randall. Lee out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. DiVincenzo against Lillard. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Lillard misses. Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to DiVincenzo. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Lee kicks to Randall. Back to Lee. Puts up a deep 3.
Well, what you love about Holiday defensively, he's great on the ball and in help.
Pass to Klingon. Outside Holiday. Second chance shot. And Klingon finishes it off. Klingon's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Portland. Here's Edwards. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, it's old hat now when we see Edwards dominating a game scoring-wise. Ants emerged as an elite player.
Pass to Klingon. Now Lillard from the arc. Hey, that one is his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Lee outside. Sinks the triple. You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
Lillard outside. On the wing, Holiday. 6 to shoot. Lillard against DiVincenzo. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Portland making a change here. Eibel's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Timberwolves trail by 15. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Reed, good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They led by as many as 18 points. Kamara with it. Klingon finds Kamara. Shot clock at 5. Klingon, the screen for Holiday. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Reed. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside, Reed. Now here's Edwards. Covered by Kamara. Edwards' shot is good.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Shot from the wing. Rebound, Minnesota. Lee's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Takes a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. And it's Avdia off the drive. To Kamara, connects from 3-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, guarding Reed is hard. This guy is a big who can hit threes. He can drive the ball, beat you inside. So you have to track him all over the field.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, if you want to know where commitment and hard work can get you, follow Naz Reid's career. Everyone who counted him out is eating their words right now.
Both free throws good from Reed.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
Thibault, the pass to Avdia. Inside, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Outside, Reed. For 3, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Holiday with the 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Now here's Randall. Defense is right there. Reed gets the bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Trailblazers leading by 10. And here's Holiday. Pass to Kamare. Just 4 to shoot. Avdia, Edwards defending. And they pick up 2. And that's 11 points for Denny Avdia.
Well, you see how poised Avdia is. Just a terrific job getting inside and cashing in.
Here's Randall. And here is DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Lee outside. There's the 3. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. He's looking for Klingon and finds him. That one goes in. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Here's Reed. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Avdia. To the paint. It's deflected. Stolen by Reed. Randall with the ball. Now, Avdia defending. Here's Lee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Second team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Lee. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lee. And both free throws good for Lee. Portland leading by 12. Now here is Holiday. Outside, Avdia. Inside, here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And when someone as big as Donovan Klingon gets going, he's so hard to stop. Keep feeding the big fella.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Reed with a screen on Avdia. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Down low, here's Kamare. The kick out to Holiday. Avdia on the wing. Edwards defending. And there's Klingon. That's good on the assist by Avdia. 22 points for Donovan Klingon.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Read the pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Denny Avdia picks one up. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Well, you know, Anthony Edwards has one of the highest motors we've seen. His relentlessness throughout the length of a game is just exceptional. He wears out the entire opposing team.
And Edwards drops them both.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Here's Klingon. Outside Holiday. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. There's Lee with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lee's got 11 in the second half.
Now this is more like it. 9 points more from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
If you see yourself on the screen, show us your best move. Let's go. Oh, next answer. Look at those moves! You have the camera on you.
Checked in for Portland. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Klingon. Now, Thibault. Pass to Kamare. Now, here's Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Grabs the rebound again. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Now, here's Edwards. Now, Randall. Puts it up from deep. Cleared away by Lillard.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Launches it. Crane from outside.
Well, you set him up, and Lillard will knock him down. Nice job being ready.
Timberwolves trail by 16. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Present our player of the game, Donovan Clingan.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. It's Randall. Outside Edwards. The three doesn't go. Trailblazers leading by 16.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Bible on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Clingan. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard. And get the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lee outside. Now Randall from outside. He drills the three.
Well, every season Randall works on his range because he understands the importance of stretching the floor at his position.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They led by as many as 18 points. Avdia outside. 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Timberwolves trail by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Trailblazers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Donovan Clingan.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
And here is DiVincenzo, after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. DiVincenzo against Lillard. Now here's DiVincenzo. Tight defense on him. It's off.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Now, Avdia. Lillard. And And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Damian, you faced an aggressive defense designed to slow you down. How were you able to get it going?
I mean, I just had to stick with it. As long as I keep making plays for other guys, my teammates made shots, and that loosened up the defense and allowed me to get going.
You know what to do. Thanks, Damian.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now we present the player of the game, Donovan Clingan.